On how to use CCleaner, a freeware drive cleaning utility. The reason you'd want to clean temporary files out would be if you were about to scan for malware or with your antivirus program, you could actually get hundreds or even thousands of temporary internet files that you don't need on your computer off of there, and that would speed up the scanning of these programs. Imagine if you're searching for a particular file and it has to go through all these temporary internet files and files in your drive that it doesn't need. It's going to scan those as part of a search as well. So this can speed up these things. So it's nice to run this every 2 weeks if you use your computer a lot, or maybe once a month if you're a fairly casual user. So all you simply do is you can come down here and click Analyze, and that will take a look and see if there's any files on here to delete, and it would give you an opportunity to browse through here and see if there's anything you want. Otherwise, you simply click Run Cleaner. It deletes them, and just close the program. Your drive is clean. It can literally take you could probably do this in 15 or 20 seconds on most days. Let's move down to the registry cleaner. That is a nice, simple, safe registry cleaner. It's not a registry tweaker. It's not a registry in-depth analyzer. It's not going to fix any repairs, but it's a nice, safe cleaner. So all you do here is you scan for issues, which it won't find any in my case, and then you'd come over here, you'd hit Fix Selected Issues. A screen will pop up here in the middle. That screen will offer to back up before, when you click on it to repair, you back up that file so that you can come back later. And then you click on where it says Repair All, and you're done with your registry. Now, CCleaner has a few more tools that have been added over time. There's a shortcut to your uninstall, which is your add remove programs or programs. There is your system restore, which is a shortcut to that. Mine's off because I use backup images. Startup, this will let you manage startup items. Those are usually those little icons down the bottom right corner there that tend to clutter your system. Be very careful in this area before you remove anything. Look it up. And the drive wiper, which is a quick, simple way to select a drive. C is my main drive. This would actually write zeros to the drive repeatedly so that the stuff is not recoverable. Be very careful here, because if you click down on this and you select entire drive, your computer is not going to boot again. So it's just one of those areas you want to be careful of. Later on, you can come into your settings and your additional options, run it when it starts, add it to the the right-click context menu, automatically check for updates. And here you see I have secure deletion, which we just discussed. When I go to my regular cleaner here, it simply does a deletion. But if I wanted to click here, now that would take a lot longer to clean your hard drive, but it'll securely wipe everything if you want it to. Nice for security if you're security conscious. The cookies are real handy too. You can quite simply take a cookie. For example, I've already done this with MSN.com, and I moved it over here. So what you do is you'd click on, let's say you want to save your Bing.com cookies. Cookies are for if you log into their website every day, something along that lines. You simply click the arrow right here to move it to this side. Now it will not delete those cookies on the next run. Nice little toy. Another thing you can do is you can click on Add here under Include. Find any folder you want. Let's say, for example, I'm not going to do it here, but you could take temp. Click OK. It's going to warn you now when you click OK again, because what it's warning you is this folder is going to empty all the files on cleaning. Now you can still back out. Now exclude works, well, actually the opposite. So if I wanted to add that temp folder again, I don't want it to look in there, just in case to play it safe. I click on that, click OK. Now it will ignore the temp folder. I use that for downloads and, well, temporary stuff obviously. So it's nice to have it ignored. The advanced stuff I'd probably leave alone. If you're feeling like it later, you can come in here and take a longer look at only deleting files that are older than 24 hours, which again is nice for your cookies on sites you visit all the time. Close the program after cleaning, which, as I mentioned before, if you come up to your cleaner, you could hit Run Cleaner, and by using that option, it would simply close CCleaner, and you'd be done and out. Don't forget too, there's one last thing we want to go over real quick, is it breaks everything down to your Internet Explorer, your Windows Explorer, your system, and your advanced. I'd stay away from the advanced. They're gray, so you don't notice them. A lot of stuff is questionable. You probably don't want to play around. But if you wanted to save your Internet files, you wanted to save your history, you wanted to save your cookies, you could easily uncheck that and it wouldn't touch your cookies. It's a nice option. If you go to Applications, yours may look different depending on what you have installed. You can select for it to ignore, for example, AVG, Adobe Flash Player, anything you don't want it to delete.